home equity line of credit. This is an amazing tool as a real estate investor. Hey, in today's video, we're doing part 2, which is the home equity line of credit portion, which we absolutely love and have done in our portfolio multiple times. If you're new to us, Mel and I are known as Investor Mel and Dave on social media. We have now purchased over 250 units in 5 different countries: Canada, US, Costa Rica, Mexico, and Dominican Republic. We specialize in doing so with no joint venture partners and with creative financing and other people's money. If you're new to the channel, make sure to subscribe as we release a video every single week, and you're actually watching part 2 of a 3-part series with refinance, HELOC, and then both of them face to face. But enough about that, let's dive in. All right, so home equity line of credit. Let's dive into this. I'm sure you've heard about it. You've heard about refinances, but today we're specifically talking about a HELOC, and I'm gonna make up some scenarios. So we're gonna say you purchased a $500,000 duplex, okay? So $500,000 duplex. And for example, let's say back then you got a 80% LTV, right? Loan to value mortgage, which is roughly, let's do some math here, $400,000. Okay, so you've had this mortgage, you're cash flowing, hopefully you bought the right property and you're cash flowing, and you have this $400,000 mortgage that gets serviced every single month because it's duplex and you have income from the tenants. Let's fast forward 5 years. Okay, again, I'm making up a scenario. Let's fast forward 5 years, and let's say your mortgage pay down every single month, your principal pay down, mortgage pay down, whatever you want to call it, you now owe $350,000 in this made-up scenario after 5 years of owning the asset. And you're thinking, you've gone to the bank now and they're giving you options. They're saying, hey, you can take a refinance or you can take a home equity line of credit. And you decide, you know what? What's a HELOC? What should I do here? How should I explore this? Well, let's do the math. Let's go through it and let's literally do the math. So you now know you owe $350K. The bank is going to typically order an appraisal, okay? So they're going to get an appraisal, right? They want the property appraised by someone who's licensed and accredited. I have terrible writing, by the way. So they want an appraisal. And let's say, again, for this example, it comes in at $750K, which can happen, by the way. Like this, and I know you're thinking, oh my gosh, Dave, you went from $500K to $750K. This is 100% doable, right? By lifting the asset. This is something Mel and I do on all of our properties. You can either do it through, and I've got videos on this, through market appreciation, which I don't count on because no one can control the market. You can do it with forced appreciation, either through renovations, right? Whether it's a gut job or cosmetic, or through the income approach, which I like doing. Reducing the expenses, increasing the income, and lifting the building. Totally doable. So you went from here to here. Now the financial institution is going to say to you, do you want to take a home equity line of credit? And the caveat here is, hey, stop the video for a second. I wanted to talk to you about a turnkey income property provider that Mel and I have purchased properties for. Now listen up. If you are looking for a income property, then you don't have the time for it. I have a solution for you that I have invested in myself. They will find the property for you, they will renovate it for you, they will give you a turnkey product, and they will get tenants in there for you after screening it and manage the property. Does this sound too good to be true? It is not. Click the link below, go check out this exclusive list, find your next turnkey income property, and book your free call with them so they can go through all the benefits of what they provide. And you'll be investing in properties just like Mel and I. Okay, enough excitement about this. Let's get back to the episode. This is going to be for 65%. Okay, that's a very important number. We'll talk about that after, but it's a very important number. Now let's do the math. You have $750,000. Nope, $750,000 times 65% comes to, actually let's just do 487K. It's actually 487,500, but for explanation purposes, let's keep it simple. So $487,000 is the 65%. Okay, easy math, we can all agree on that. So your home equity line of credit, here's what happens. And in my third video, if you're watching this one and you're wondering, should I do HELOC versus refinance? Okay, that'll actually be my third video. This is the second. What's gonna happen here is they will now give you a HELOC up to this. And let me explain a little bit further. what they're going to do is they're going to bridge the difference, meaning you will still keep this mortgage, right? You'll still keep, I'll put it over here. You're still going to keep this first mortgage of $350,000. But they know now that the asset is worth this, and they're basically willing to give you a line of credit up to 65%, which is this, on the difference. That is the important part here. It is the difference, meaning, let's just do it over here. Okay, so easy math. So 487, let's do it. 487.5, let's just do 487 like I mentioned. 487 minus $350,000 is 137K. Okay. Now let's look at this. Your mortgage remains here. You did not break this mortgage. You continue paying it along, you renew it, you do whatever you want to do. The mortgage didn't change. You still have a first mortgage of this. You continue doing the mortgage appreciation. Let's leave that over there. Now what they've done is they've allowed you to have funds available. It's a line of credit. That's what it is. It's literally, and I know you're thinking, well, yeah, Dave, it's in the name, but they're basically doing a line of credit backed by the equity in your house up to 65%. So this $137,000 is your new line of credit, LOC, backed by your home equity. So your mortgage continues the same. This over here does not go in your bank account. It is just like a credit card, just like a line of credit. It is there if you need it. Now let's go through two scenarios. It's here, you have this available to you, you've qualified, you don't break this mortgage, you have this line of credit available to you. If you don't use it, this is how much you pay on it. Zero, because it is there in case of emergencies. And I've got other videos that explain what we use for backup funds and all this. We do have HELOCs for backup funds as well, but this is how much you pay every month because you're not using it. But at least you know that it is there. Now, when you start using it, okay, this is when you'll typically pay, I don't know, prime, and it all depends on your credit score and everything. They'll give you prime plus, I don't know, sometimes it's 2 or plus 2.5 or 1 or whatever it is. This will not affect your monthly payments until you actually withdraw it. Okay, so make sure that you calculate, and it's only on the portion you withdrew. So for example, if you say, hey, I'm doing renovations on another property and I need to borrow $37,000. You will now, right, you can withdraw the funds, right? You'll take out the funds. So the $37,000, right, you'll withdraw it. And the second you withdraw it is when you will start to trigger the actual prime plus interest payments, okay? And that's when, and it would only be on the portion that you took out. So you have 137 available. If you only took out 37, easy math, you're only paying prime plus whatever your interest rate was on the 37,000, not on the full amount. So some people like this because they have the security blanket of the line of credit that is backed by the equity in their house, knowing, hey, some people use this as a down payment for another property. Some people use it to do renovations in their own house. Some people do it to do renovations in other multifamily properties that they have so that they can get the lift and that they can do new higher appraisals on multiple properties, right? There's no wrong way of doing it as long as you have an exit strategy, which Mel and I are huge on. But this is how the HELOC works, okay? So they don't break the existing mortgage, they leave it in place. They basically just do the difference, right? So the difference you have at 65%, which in this case came up to that number, which gave us a spread of 137, which is there available to you, and you only pay interest when you take it out on the amount you've taken out. Okay, so as you can see, a HELOC can be a very powerful way to basically leverage and use collateral that you have in a property. It's a good way of, you don't get all the money right now, but it's there in case you need it, and you're pre-approved in case something happens, it's already there. And you can use it for multiple different streams like I mentioned earlier. Hey, so hopefully you like this video. And as I mentioned, this is video 2 of our 3-part video. So if you want to check out either part 1 or part 3 of this 3-part video, just click here. I'm Dave and I'll see you in the next video.